After our horrible start to the Premier League season, we have managed to climb the table up a little bit, and we are now once again in the top 6, top 5 fight, as we have 25 points and 5th place Man City have 29. But we need to improve in the second half of the season if we want to get back to Europa football like we have this season, as we are of course in the Europa League. But we need to be much more consistent and not conceding as many goals as we have. The FA Cup is yet to start, of course, but we will take on Blackburn at home. The Carabao Cup, we went out pretty early on against Norwich, where we lost 1-0. And we are of course still in the Europa League with 2 games left to go of the league stage. And as we are in the transfer window, we have enough money to make one big signing. I am a bit unsure about which position I want to upgrade, as I feel like we have a very solid squad all around. I am unsure if I should go for maybe a new defender, as Robinson hasn't really grown too much. Maybe a new... I'm not touching the attackers because I'm very happy with them. So I will see if we can find either a right back or a new center back, and we have a lot of money, so if I can find one, it will be a big signing. And it's a pretty high rated center back we've gone for. He is 85 rated, however he is now 34 years old, and yes, we had the money, but I didn't just want to splash the cash on the most unrealistic center back ever. This save is unrealistic enough as it is, but I don't want to just because I have the money sign the highest rated players. But we brought England international back to the Premier League. He's been in Serie A with AC Milan. He's moved to Borussia Dortmund in this save. Now he's going to finish his career at Everton. We've signed Fikayo Tomori from Dortmund for 19 million euros. And here Tomori is in the team, and yes, he will probably go down in his rating, but we now have good centre back depth with Ricky 86, Tomori 85, and also Bombito 84. So Bombito will probably be back in the starting 11 towards the end of the season, but I feel like Tomori is a fun little player to sign this late in the career mode. He's still fast, he's got amazing defending stats and physical stats. So yeah, hopefully he can help us when we need some more depth in the squad, as we are of course still in the Europa League, so we need more than 2 good center backs. I didn't think Binks was good enough anymore, so yeah, our center back trio is now complete. Let's just get straight into the games, and hopefully we can finish our Everton career at a very good and strong way. Manchester City at home is the first game of the calendar year, and we start with a 2-0 loss. Up next is a home game in the FA Cup against Blackburn, and surely we win. Yes, we do, 2-0. Brentford up next away from home, and it's another 2-0 win. We now have West Bromwich away, and we win once again, 2-1. And league game number 7 in Europa League against Copenhagen, and it's a 2-1 loss. Brighton at Goodison is up next, and a 1-1 draw. The last league game of the Europa League phase is against Apiol, and we win 4-1. And that is the Europa League phase done. And as we can see, we finished 8th, which means we are not taking part in the playoff rounds, and that is very good because 2 less games for us. That means we don't have the risk of injury, and also we don't need to play those 2 games for fitness reasons. So yeah, I'm very happy that we barely got into the top 8. So yeah, thankfully no playoffs for us. We are now inside the top 10 in the Premier League with 32 points. However, top 7 is now 4 points above us. So yeah, probably around the same as it was at the start of the calendar year. But it's nice to see that we are climbing the table at least. But hopefully we can pick up some good results. We now have a couple of difficult games up next. We have Manchester United away, we have Arsenal at home, and then Chelsea away in the next 4 games. So it will not be easy, but we need to show the best of ourselves. Hamza Igamane is still our top goal scorer. He scored 19 goals, got 4 assists in 33 games. Pausans 13 goals, 4 assists. Anthony Gordon 10 goals, 5 assists. Hutchinson has got 11 assists and 5 goals. So he has been very good since he joined us. And Ricky has got a goal, the Bast 1 goal, 1 assist, Mundell 1 goal, 1 assist, Garner 1 goal, 2 assists, and Tomori has he played? Yeah, he's played 6 games, so that is good to see. Can we pick up all 3 points at Old Trafford? It will be difficult, and we will not do it. We lose 3-1. Now we have Coventry at home in the FA Cup, and we win 2-1, so we are through to the next round. Southampton is coming to Goodison Park, and the game ends with a 2-1 loss. And Can it be another loss? We now have Arsenal at home. Yeah, it's a 2-2 draw, so at least we pick up a point. And then straight to Stamford Bridge, where we lose 1-0. So a horrible run of form. And if we take into the consideration the Brighton game as well, we have actually not won a single league game in the last 5. So our hunt for Europa football is, we are now 15th in the league. That is unacceptable. So yeah, it seems like we just have to, I have no idea, just hope for some miracle in the Europa League or in the FA Cup, which we are still in, where we will take on Burnley. We need to win this game against Burnley, as our focus is now mainly on the 2 cups, and we get a big 3-1 win. And look who we get in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. It's of course Chelsea. We had to get one of the big 3. It was between Chelsea, Liverpool and Arsenal. That would have made sense for us to meet, right? We of course get the most difficult ones, but we will take on Chelsea, so a very difficult game, but I believe we can do it. It's nice that Arsenal and Liverpool will play against each other. If we go through, we will thankfully not have both of them still in the cup. Now we have the Europa League round of 16. It's against Sporting and it's a 1-1 draw. We'll take that. Back to the Premier League, and now it's against Newcastle and we win 2-1. Can we advance in the Europa League? We need to win this game, and we do. We win 4-3 in total. So a little update again on the standings, and yeah, the Premier League season is done. We are now 14th place. We are 10 points behind top 8. So no, 8 points, sorry, but no point in trying to go for that. Our focus is on the FA Cup, of course. As we can see, both Watford and Crystal Palace have advanced to the next round. We will, of course, take on Chelsea, then Arsenal, or Liverpool will play against Arsenal. So this is mainly our focus now. We also have some small focus on the Europa League. However, I feel like it's more of a bigger chance for us to win the FA Cup and qualify for the Europa League than win the Europa League and qualify for Champions League next season, because Napoli is still here, Dortmund as well, AC Milan, Marseille are still pretty good, I do believe. So it will not be easy to win either of them, but since the FA Cups are just a single leg, I have more belief in this one. And Fikayo Tomori has now gone down to 84 rating, with Bumbito, being the same. So I will still stick with Tomori for now in the games I will play. And yeah, the rest of the team, I don't think we have seen any growth at all really, especially in the starters, but that is fine. Our team is pretty high rated. It's a good team. So I still believe we have massively underperformed in the league, but hopefully we are a better cup team. And also, as Jordan Pickford is retiring at the end of the season, it would be absolutely fantastic to have him lift at least one trophy as the captain of the team. There it is. It's the quarterfinals of the FA Cup, which will take part at Goodison Park. So a must-win game really, as our league form has been absolutely horrible. We can do it. We've shown that we've beaten the bigger and better teams earlier in this Everton career, or the Journeyman career, but Everton stint, of course. So let's get into the quarterfinals and just take it easy and advance to the semi-finals. And Chelsea are trying to get an early attack here with Alexander Isak, but Ricky, our Italian centre-back, makes a last-second tackle there after just a couple of minutes, because if he wouldn't, Isak would have shot and probably given Chelsea an early lead. Robinson looks to find Omar Hutkinson against his former side, tries the shot but is straight at Gatti. Chelsea on the attack again, Alberto Moleiro, but he messes that up and Ricky is there once again. And it's a very good game so far, with both teams looking to attack, but both teams are also having made poor decisions right before the final pass. Cross to Isak, it's a good attempt by the Swedish striker. Thankfully it's wide and we have messed up. Jordan Pickford had made an absolute blunder and I can't believe it. What is that? We can't make mistakes like that in the quarterfinals if we want to win it. We just given Chelsea the lead. Just look at it. You're just passing him the Jordan Pickford, mate. Why? And the goal we conceded there just probably sums up our season. We've just been poor, making too many poor mistakes, I guess, as we are so far down the Premier League table. And yeah, when we do it in these games as well, the quarterfinals of the FA Cup, it will be impossible to advance unless we can now just get the mistakes away from our game, play our football, and hopefully we can score now. Anthony Gordon. Yeah, I don't know what is going on. We are making mistakes in the attack and in the defense. This is a very difficult game so far. Meir to Anthony Gordon. Can we show some magic from our star? Anthony Gordon to Hutchinson. Pausans, what can he do? Our Spanish right winger, Pausans. And we get a corner. Brown kicks it out. And hopefully we can score from a corner. We haven't been good at them so far. The corner to Meir, but the header is wide. We are not giving up, just straight in the second half. Here we go to the attack. Anthony Gordon shoots, and Anthony Gordon equalized for Everton, and we are back in it. It's just 3 minutes into the second half, and Anthony Gordon scores a crucial goal to give us the 1-1 goal. Yeah, that did make sense, but it's a good goal by Anthony Gordon nonetheless. He just walks past the Chelsea defense. It's not good defending, but it's good shot by Gordon. Chelsea are going up the attack straight away again. Molairo against Robinson. Robinson wins it. And now, let's go on the counter-attack. We have 4 people in the attack. We are just ready for the counter to be hit. Hutchinson gets the ball. Can he be the hero against his former side Chelsea? Omari Hutchinson, he tries the shot. Foul saves it. And Marquez clears it, but we are still there. The bust. Hutchinson, Omari Hutchinson, he can do it. Hutchinson, he does it. And it's 2-1 to Everton in the 58th minute. Hutchinson celebrates against his former side. And we have been absolutely fantastic in the second half so far. 2 goals after just under 15 minutes of game time here. What a goal by Hutchinson. Gordon, Igamane, Hutchinson once again. Can he score a brace? That would probably be too much, but he finds Igamane. Igamane to Pausans. Pausans shoots, and Pausans scores. And we have completely turned the game around in the second half. Pausans with the goal. It's now Everton 3, Chelsea 1. Chelsea haven't given up, however. Marquez, but Ricky, just like he did a couple of times in the first half, is there to stop the attack again. And maybe we can create something here. No, Igamane was offside anyways, but Ricky has been a hero of this quarterfinal tie. And our super sub Mundle is also getting involved in this. Can he maybe score? Mundle, he tries the shot, and he does. And Chelsea's keeper has not been at his best in the second half, and we have absolutely destroyed Chelsea here at Goodison Park. The first 45, we made a lot of mistakes. We couldn't get our game going, but in the second half, we've been faultless, and we have been so clinical in front of the goal. Hutchinson, can we maybe make it 5 here? Anthony Gordon with the cross to Igamane. Gary wins it. Gordon still got it. He tries the shot. And we get that corner actually as Fall finally makes a save for Chelsea. We don't care what happens here. Greco back to Hutchinson. We just want the game to be over. Hutchinson tries something. And surely it's game over, ref. Surely. Or can we get another goal? Anthony Gordon. He shoots. Fall saves. But that is it. Chelsea are out. Everton are through to the FA Cup semi-finals, and we are going to Wembley. And we can see we went of course through, so it will be between Watford, Crystal Palace and Liverpool in the semi-finals. And if I were to guess, we will probably play against Liverpool, right? And we will actually not. I'm willing to say we got the easiest opponents in the semi-finals here with Watford, and Liverpool will then play against Crystal Palace, so we have to advance against Watford, right? We cannot lose to them in the semi-finals. We are going to have another trip at Wembley, I am sure of it, and we are going to win the trophy. It will be crazy if it's a Merseyside derby in the FA Cup final. And we can also see we have Napoli in the quarterfinals of the Europa League. So yeah, we saw that earlier, didn't we? Yeah, anyways, I forgot it, but that will not be an easy game either. But before that, we got some Premier League games to go through. It's a away game against Burnley, and we win 3-1. Up next is Crystal Palace at home, and it's another win. Now we have the first leg of the game against Napoli. Do we have any hope, or is it all crushed? We actually get a strong 1-1 draw. West Ham up next away from home, and it's a 2-2 draw. And I'm trusting the simulation because we are of course focusing on the FA Cup. And do we go through? We actually are through to the semi-finals of the Europa League. Next up is Nottingham Forest away from home, and it's another win. Ipswich at home up next. Surely 3 new points. Yes, it is. 3-0 win. And we are now in a very, very good form. And we are just a single point behind 7th place Chelsea. So maybe we have some sort of hope to get qualified for European football in the Premier League, but we of course still have the hope in the FA Cup, and we also got the hope in the Europa League, where we are of course now in the semi-finals. We will take on AC Milan. We have knocked out Napoli, we have knocked out Sporting. So will it stop against AC Milan, or will the journey go through to a potential or a final? It will be difficult, but I still believe the FA Cup is an easier game to win, simply because I feel like it's easier to beat Watford and potentially Liverpool over one leg than beating AC Milan over two legs and potentially Dortmund in the final. Igamane has now scored 25 goals, which is just amazing. He's also picked up 6 assists. Sons 24 goals, 8 assists. Gordon 14 goals, 9 assists. Hutchinson 9 goals and 15 assists. So it's great to see our front four is having a very good season, all 4 of them. Maybe Gordon could have gotten a bit more goal contributions, but it's still far from bad. So I'm happy with it. Pickford picked up just 4 clean sheets. So yeah, maybe it's time for him to retire. Atkins has got some games. The same for Billy Krellin. I have no idea why he has got games. He's 69 rated. But yeah, Atkins I can understand, because he's a big talent, 80 rated, just 20 years old. But Pickford will play the games. Of course we are playing, simply because he's an Everton legend. And we all love Jordan Pickford here at Everton. And here it is, the semi-final at Wembley against Watford. We are using our strongest team. However, Bombito goes into the starting 11 instead of Tomori, because Tomori was a little bit tired. So I want fresh legs at Wembley. We cannot get overly confident, because then it's easy to get knocked out. But we should have another trip booked for Wembley, and we have to advance to the final. Hutchinson, can we get an early long-range shot going on here? He tries it, Omari Hutchinson, but it hits the crossbar. And what an attempt by our number 19. That could have been a beautiful goal at Wembley, but it's just a little bit overhit. Watford are going on the attack here. Can we stop them? Surely. Do not let the game get close as we did against Chelsea. We were just awful in the first half. Robinson, thankfully, showing he still got it. I mean, he still got it. Of course, he's like 21 years old or something. But yeah, we just need to keep it simple. Do not let Watford get up into the lead. And we have got a lot of space with Hutchinson again. It's something Watford are struggling with, to take him out of the game. Pau Sans, he tries the shot from a wide ankle. However, a decent attempt, and we get a corner kick. Can we create something from the corner? It's to Meyer. The header is over the bar. Anthony Gordon finds Hutchinson to Igamane. Passes it to Pau Sans. And that would have been a beautiful team goal where all 4 of our attackers were involved. But the shot from Sans is just way too weak. Hutchinson. It's a good skill. Omar Hutchinson, he tries the shot. And another decent attempt by our attacking midfielder. And we win the ball here with Igamane to Pau Sans. Looks to find Hutchinson, but another poor decision by Sans. He's not been at his best so far. Maybe this time Igamane. Anthony Gordon, he shoots. Another save by Watford's goalkeeper. Can we have one last attempt here before the end of the first half? The bust. Pau Sans to Gordon. This time Anthony Gordon. No, another save by their goalkeeper. And the ref has still not whistled. And we got another chance here. Do not mess it up. Do not mess it up. Ah, we should have taken the shot or something. It's 0-0 after the first 45 at Wembley. The bust with a fantastic ball to Gordon. And now Watford are not at it. Anthony Gordon. And that is just another horrible decision by us. This time it's from Anthony Gordon. I tried to pass it to Hutchinson. This time it's 4 against 3. 4 against 3. Anthony Gordon shoots. And Van Kiempema has had this game of his life. At this rate, we will never score. Let's just take a look at his rating so far. Yeah, he's got 10 match rating. He's just 76 rated. But yeah, this guy is an absolute monster. He's made 6 saves already. Yeah, we need to have better shots if we want to score, because this guy is having the game of his life. Pellegrini for Watford. Watford now. And they are Ricky with a huge tackle inside the box. And we are giving the ball away. We are giving the ball away this time. Pickford is at it. And that's way too close for us to go down. And now, Anthony Gordon, use your pace. No, this is difficult. This is way too more difficult than I thought it would be. And yeah, it's not looking as easy as I hoped. it would to just advance to the final. I will maybe need a moment of magic. Maybe a long range shot is what's needed. And that is another corner. Can he find the head of Meyer? He does. He does. And Meyer's header is just centimeters away. Hutchinson. Now one last chance. Anthony Gordon to Igamane. I tried to find Mundle. Mundle still wins it. Hutchinson. And that is the end of the first 90. Unless we win it here, we can't. And yeah, it's going into extra time at Wembley. Oh boy. And the bust. He tries it. And yeah, can't take that much time when we are trying to score a long range shot. Anthony Gordon now. Igamane. Mundle, can he be the hero at Wembley? Can Mundle be the hero at Wembley? He is. He scores in the 105th minute. Our star from the early seasons here at Everton has now potentially become an Everton legend by scoring in the FA Cup semi-finals, and that is absolutely crucial. It's taken us a lot of chances to beat their goalkeeper, but thankfully Mundle finally does it, and it's 1-0 to Everton. Gordon, can we maybe score another one here? We cannot with another poor pass, but it doesn't really matter now as we have the lead finally. But yeah, we've been way too poor in front of goal and also in the decision makings in the final third. No, not now, not now, not now. Bombito. That is a match-winning tackle, and that should be game over here at Wembley, and Everton are through to the FA Cup final. And of course, to no surprise, it will be a Merseyside derby at Wembley as Liverpool beat Crystal Palace 3-0. Can we get something from the first leg at San Siro against AC Milan, and we get a big 1-1 draw? We now have Liverpool up next in the league, and the game ends with a 3-1 loss. And can we advance to the Europa League final? We actually do, and that is absolutely crazy. We are now in the FA Cup final and also in the Europa League final. And yes, our Premier League form hasn't been the greatest. We are out of the Europa fight in the Premier League, but it doesn't matter. We can qualify Everton for Europa League if we win the FA Cup, and we can qualify Everton for the Champions League if we win the Europa League. So we have two big finals, two big games left to play in this Everton stint. But two games before our FA Cup final. The first one against Bournemouth, which is a 2-1 loss. Then an away game to Tottenham, which is also a loss, 3-2. So here it is, the big FA Cup final at Wembley. It's red against blue. It's Liverpool against Everton. It is the Merseyside derby, and we are using our strongest 11. It's a huge game. The disappointment to lose would be absolutely crazy. Yeah, it's going to be a historic FA Cup final. Liverpool are the team that gets the first attack here. It's a good ball to Cherki, and Ryan Cherki gives Liverpool the lead after 9 minutes. And the first shot and the first chance in the game. This is not the start we needed. And yeah, that is big disappointment. That is very disappointing actually. The first chance, the first shot, and they have taken the lead to Ryan Cherki. Pausans. Omari Hutchinson. Pausans, can we answer back straight away? Son's shot is straight at Mamarstavili. Anthony Gordon, can he create some magic here at Wembley? Anthony Gordon, he cannot. Murillo stops him very easily. Greco wins the ball high up the pitch. He finds Igamane. Igamane to Gordon. Anthony Gordon. Anthony Gordon shoots, and he hits the crossbar. I can't believe it. We are so close to equalize, and the crossbar stops us, but we got one last chance here. Omari Hutchinson shoots, and yeah, not the best of attempts. Dusan Vlahovic shoots, and now Liverpool hits the crossbar, and Robinson blocks the rebound, but Liverpool are now close to doubling their lead. And the bus gets it away. Just clear it, Pickford, just clear it away. And can we get one last chance here in the first half? Anthony Gordon. He tries to get past Murillo, but Murillo stops him once again. And now Torre shoots, and Liverpool are leading 2-0. And it looks like we will lose the FA Cup final. Of course, it's against Liverpool as well. And yeah, couldn't be any worse. And thankfully, we have one last chance to win a trophy with Everton against Dortmund in the Europa League. But losing this, it's never no coming back from this one. Liverpool will have the bragging rights in the city. So yeah, it's a good finish, but we should have been better defensively right there, and yeah, nothing Pickford can do. And that is a fantastic ball to Dusan Vlahovic. I don't think the creator actually meant it, but Vlahovic did not make the most of that one. Anthony Gordon to Pausans. Can we get one back? Pausan shoots, and he finds the back of the net. We now have 30 minutes to find another goal if we want to win the trophy, but that is a good finish by our Spanish right winger. Robinson to Greco. No, the bust. Sorry, I don't even know my own players. Mayer. What can he do? He finds Hutchinson, who tries the shot. Omari Hutchinson. It's a decent attempt, but it's wide. And Everton on the counter-attack. Pausans crosses it to Igamane. Igamane shoots, and that has to be a goal. But Mamashvili makes an outrageous save. Now, Pausans to the bust. The shot is kind of blocked, but the bust is the last one to touch it, so we don't even get a corner kick. Hutchinson finds Pausans, and this could be our last chance. Sans, Igamane, it's straight at the end. Hutchinson, the shot, Gordon, Mamashvili is there again, and he clears it. However, we still got the ball. One last chance. Hutchinson, and yeah, we can't do that. That is game over. Hutchinson just gives it to Gravenberch, and Liverpool have won the FA Cup 2-1 after beating Everton. Yeah, that is brutal. And this hurts, but we just have to drink it in, and hopefully we can win the Europa League in just a couple of days. This is not what we wanted to see, that Liverpool are lifting the FA Cup. Here it is. The Europa League final is here. Can we take revenge from the horrible FA Cup defeat in the final? Bombito goes into the starting 11 because Tomori was suspended. Apart from that, it's the strongest team. We have to win this game if we want to have a good season. If not, it's been a very disappointing one. Losing 2 finals and finishing like 10th in the league would be horrible, but winning this one would make the season absolutely fantastic. Hutchinson finds Igamane, and the game is yet to have a proper chance, and we don't really get one now either. The boss wins it. Gordon makes the run, but so does Igamane. Igamane now through on goal. It's 1-on-1 against the goalkeeper, and it actually isn't because he can't get the shot off. Boniface for Dortmund. Can they get something here? Foden. And that is good defending by Bombito, but a referee is giving a free kick. Come on, ref. Come on, don't be that guy. It's a free kick in a very dangerous position. Foden, and that is horribly taken by Phil Foden. And we win it here. Omari Hutchinson to Igamane. Igamane, but Kobel reads it. Hutchinson finds Igamane. That is a perfect ball. Hamza Igamane shoots, and he scores, and he gives Everton the lead after 55 minutes in the Europa League final. Dortmund are looking to get one back straight away, and of course they do. It hasn't even taken 6 minutes, and Dortmund are back in it, and that is just way too easy. Hutchinson to Anthony Gordon. Anthony Gordon, what can you do? He does some skills, he gets past everyone, and this would be wonderful by Gordon, but Kobel makes a beautiful save. The bust Hutchinson, and it's all Everton right now. Anthony Gordon this time he scores, and we are back in the lead. It's now just 20 minutes left, and we need to hold on. Anthony Gordon can potentially be the hero in the Europa League save. Phil Foden, Boniface, Rico with a perfect tackle. And now we can make it 3. Gordon to Igamane. It's a perfect ball. Igamane, you need to score that. You need to score that. Anthony Gordon, he tries the long range shot. It's a decent attempt by Gordon. And that is game over. We have won the Europa League, and Everton have qualified for the Champions League next season. And here it is, Jordan Pickford lifting the Europa League in his final for Everton. And what a way it is for him to end his football career, to lift it big trophy in Everton history. And it's a perfect final. We are beating Dortmund 2-1. And that is just beautiful. Everton 2, Dortmund 1. And these last 2 games doesn't matter at all, so let's just get simulated right through them. Our last home game, which is against Fulham, ends with a 1-0 loss. And our last game as Everton boss is against Aston Villa, and we draw 1-1. So this is the final team we end the Everton stint with. It's a very good team. We have rebuilt this team from championship to now Europa League winners who will take part in the Champions League next season. And yes, it's a bit sad that we won't be on that journey with Everton. However, I do feel like it's the right time to move clubs to our final club of this Journeyman career mode. But yeah, this team looks very good. Not the best of depth, however. Bombito, Mundle and Garner, Atkins as well are all quality. The starting 11 is just absolutely fantastic, and I've really enjoyed Gordon, bringing him back. But Igamane, Hutkinson also all fantastic. Igamane ended the season as our top goal scorer. He got 28 goals, got 7 assists. Pausans 26 goals, 10 assists. And I got to say, he was pretty poor the earlier seasons, but this season he has been fantastic. Gordon 17 goals, 10 assists. Hutkinson 11 goals, 17 assists. 6 goal contributions from Meyer, 3 goals from Romain, Mundle and 1 assist. 2 goals from Robinson, 2 from Ricky, 2 goals, 3 assists from Greco, 2 goals, 1 assist from Peters. Tomori actually scored a goal as well. The Bust 1 goal, 6 assists. Garner 1 goal, 5 assists. Binks with a goal. And apart from that, Dixon picked up an assist. And how many clean sheets for Pickford? Just 5. And the league finish was absolutely horrible, finishing 13th in the league. However, I wouldn't focus too much on that because we stopped focusing on it pretty early on in the season, as we understood it was difficult to get something out from it. But the FA Cup, we lost in a heartbreaking way to Liverpool in the final, which was a big shame because losing to Liverpool is bad enough. In a final is horrible. The Carabao Cup was won by Arsenal beating Man United 3-0. The Super Cup was won by City beating Roma. Bayer Leverkusen actually won the Champions League final beating Sevilla, but the Europa League was won by Everton defeating Dortmund 2-1 in the final, and our journey there was not easy. We had to go through Sporting, then we had to go through Napoli, then AC Milan, then Borussia Dortmund in the final. But what a way to end the Everton career in the Journeyman career mode. But that is it for this episode of the Journeyman career mode. We will move clubs to a final club in next episode. I am a bit unsure about the club yet. We will of course find out then. But thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more, and I will talk to you guys next time.